Yeah, today is another edition of Freestyle Friday. Got a lot of big names: Hikaru, Magnus, Hans. Probably have to scroll down pretty far to find my name. But, oh, nice. I'm within the top 70 seeds currently. So, I have something that I didn't have last week. What I did was I brought all my games from last week into Lichess. Lichess just has a lot more tools for analyzing 960, mainly the opening database. And actually, the first game, was it the first game? No. At least this game. This was round 11 last week. Casting was possible on move 1, which um, it's actually kind of cool. We can see the stats on Lichess for this specific 960 position. So there's been nearly 22,000 games, players playing this. 414 people pounced on the opportunity. This is a game. Okay, so this is a game last week where I blundered on move 1. Like literally. My opponent played this. And I didn't see that this is a threat. And I allowed bishop takes h7. So hopefully I'm more awake today. This is still pretty early for me, but I can see how the bishop moves. 344 people have made the same mistake. C5 is interesting, counterattacking. And then, wow. This is really funny. Takes, and then probably bishop takes f2. Oh man, deep theory. So I can analyze with engine as well. White's better, of course, because white has a tempo. But how is white better? The top engine line is takes, 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 takes. Oh, no, bishop d2. Because bishop d2, then there's queen takes d2, defending. So that's why white's better. White wins a pawn, basically. Why d3 such a low win rate? d3. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it has been played. I think d3 is a sign that the white player is not that strong. It opens the queen, but it blocks this bishop. So I can actually hover over to see the average rating. So the average rating of people who play d3 is 1521. Oh, but so is the average rating of people who play against d3. So maybe that doesn't tell us much. Let me get ready. Tournament starts in 30 seconds. If you're just joining, this is the second edition of Freestyle Friday. It's chess 960, so the pieces will not be on their usual starting squares, but it should be fun. A lot of strong players. 357 players signed up currently. And I'm going to try and stay focused. Hopefully not blunder too much. And putting chat in emote only mode. Here we go. Okay. It's a good move. I'll do the same. It makes sense. Really have to conserve time to trying to figure out my setup. Maybe I should play g5 first move. Oh, I missed my opening theory. B5, take. Just A5. On B5. Trying to get my queen to a happier place. If E4, then I'll be okay. Might be tactics though. Take. Try this. I was calculating this. I don't think it works though. I have F6 in the end. Weird tactics. I could throw in a check, knight d2. Just take. Queen defends a knight. Bishop's trapped. White sacking. Maybe 4. Still very tricky. Take. No, I can't take. Try this. And then take on E2. I'm still probably worse. And still potentially castle kingside. White can also potentially castle, but the kingside down to defending the knight. Oh, I can't castle. I'm just worse here. I'll play king f8 knight e5. I think some nastiness. Yeah, this is losing. What to do? Okay. Tough game. Tough game. That's a wake-up call, though. I was feeling good when I dropped the bishop. But still super tricky. Like, maybe still more enjoyable to play for white. So how do I, like, copy the PGN? So my system for analyzing my games will be to bring them to Lichess. So that way I can see the opening book and more engine lines too. Why not bishop takes d3? Yeah, we'll go over the game. I got really low on time though when things were getting messy. So, all right, let me make sure I don't miss the next round. All right, let's see what Stockfish thinks of the opening. Like c6 first? I was considering playing knight c3, knight fe6. Feels weird to put the knight in front of the pawn. It feels like also this setup really lacks harmony. Now it's saying b5 and if takes. Just gambit a pawn. It's crazy how black's like much better here. Okay, I didn't go for that. I tried to be solid. White was like clearly better. But then knight takes a4 I think is a blunder. Oh, but it's still playable. Ah, but here. Oh. This is actually a big opportunity. I could have taken the bishop right away. I was scared of c7, but it doesn't work because queen a5 check. And this is, I mean, I do allow takes, but this is not as bad as my king getting opened up, allowing bishop f6. And I can probably eventually win this pawn. Okay, I want to go forward and just see the position towards the end. I was like much, much worse, losing. And at some point, wow, white played really well. Yeah, this is all okay for white. Oh, but queen e7 is not okay because it allowed this. Ah, I missed rook d3. I had like a second left. How much time do I have? There's a question why not bishop takes d3. I assume that refers to why not rook takes d3. I had 2 seconds left. Even if I saw it, I'm not sure if I would be able to play it quickly enough. Okay, GG. I lost my first game last week too, but hopefully can bounce back. Also, thank you, Nezu. Subbing for 6 months in advance. I appreciate that. Do all players in the round get the same setup? Yes. Yeah, so every round, everyone plays like the same position. So yeah, we can see like the different openings. This game was b4 rather than g3. Okay, bring the knight to the square. Classic mating sequence. So again, if you're just joining, this is 960 chess. It's Freestyle Friday. And let me stay focused. Emote only mode. Here we go. Control the center. Considering f4 here. f4 bishop c5 though. Back. Play something a bit standard. This pawn's not defended. I wanted queen here check, but I think it was too risky. Okay, I already like this opening. This move. Not too concerned about these ideas. Maybe I should be, though. I probably want to castle kingside. Wow, one's being aggressive. C5. Take. Take bishop d3, bishop a5. Interesting. I just go for it. Looks risky for both of us. Okay, that I kind of forgot about. E5 is hanging. A big mess. Queen a2, bishop d3. The bishop defends the rook, which defends the knight. So the position is delicate, but maybe it's okay. D4 may be coming. Okay, now I'm threatening to take. Knight f4 is interesting. Probably bishop c2. Okay, now I'm preparing castling. I have a feeling Black's king is not going to find a safe place. I have f4. I just gotta play quick. So I'm down a pawn, but looks like a very pleasant position. Black is severely underdeveloped. F4, F5 coming. Bishop c4 as well. And castling doesn't really get the king safer. If anything, it makes the king more vulnerable. Threatening this to trap the queen. I'm also threatening the pawn, which is a more obvious threat. Check. Take. Threatening this now. It's cleanup time. Do you have to watch out for the mating idea? I'm threatening to win the queen, though. Wow. Castling. I still have this. I think this is c7's weak. Okay. I won the game. That was a feel-good game. Opponent got in trouble pretty early on. It's possible they missed b4, but it's still very tricky. Like, I'll admit, when I played c5, I thought I was forcing bishop a5. I forgot my knight was pinned, so my pawn wasn't defended. But I think it's still a good transformation, because this bishop came alive. I have not heard of passant. It sounds interesting, though. Look into it. Yeah, so this tournament is, it is only title players. It's basically the same format as Title Tuesday, but 960. And there's only one tournament every week at this time on Friday. So last week was the first edition. I scored 6.5 last week. So I think today I'll try and at least score a half point better, maybe a full point or more better. I'm going to bring this game into Lichess. Okay, so this is a game I just played. I might as well use the game review too. Here I can get all the analysis. Okay, c4 wasn't the best. Knight b3 actually makes a lot of sense. It was almost a perfect game, 3 inaccuracies. It's much harder to play perfect games in 960 compared to normal chess. Okay, but c5 apparently was not a good move. It was based on this oversight. Black's biggest mistake was probably taking the pawn. Had to develop quicker. Okay. Are you dropping any marathon videos on YouTube soon? I still need to post the spring marathon. It's in my dashboard, but it needs to be posted in 2 separate videos because it was more than 12 hours. Do you know if you've had the same position before in 2 960 games? Probably. I could check on my Lichess account. Lichess, 960. So on Lichess, I played 359 960 games. What are the odds that every game was a unique position? Maybe someone can do the math. I feel like it's less than like a fraction of a percent, which is still probably a fraction of a percent. It's like the birthday paradox, right? Like if you play 20... Actually, okay, wait, let me focus. Okay, this pawn's hanging. I'm slightly more awake than last time. Let's do this. Be aggressive. I wasn't sure how I want to develop. Bishop here. Neutralize this bishop. I wouldn't mind the double pawns, actually. Okay, g2 is a clear target. Wow, really? Queen g5, h5. Maybe there's this and this. Just feels like I have such an easy plan. I'm also hitting d2 randomly. Makes sense. This move doesn't do much. Try this. Chuck a pawn. I think this is a very strong blitz player. Just checking their blitz rating. Yeah, they're 3,000 in blitz. They're 1,500 in this variant. The ratings don't fully reflect ability. Still have castling rights, but I don't want my rook away from g8. Oh! Sorry about that. I forgot to switch the scene. Really sorry about that. Okay, let's focus. Knight d3. Go after the bishop. It's a weird position. I should have taken the bishop probably. f4 might be coming. I have knight g6. Hmm. C5, C4. Oh, lost on time. I was gonna blunder the bishop. I had to play king d6, I think. Sorry about forgetting to switch scenes. That was a good game. Felt like I was in good shape. It's so crazy. The ratings are just don't. They're not like adjusted to how good players are at this game. Because my opponent's blitz rating is over 3,000. I do have a better score, I think. Does this mean? Yeah, I've won 3 games. Probably our first time playing 960. I'll show the opening. I was happy with the opening though. C4. Opponent attacked my pawn. I didn't lose it. B5. I was happy with this idea to get the bishop to f6. Got my queen over. I sacked a pawn, won it back. And then there was this ending. I had more center pawns. White had the outside passer. Yeah, around here it looked really good for black. .95 I didn't consider. Makes a ton of sense to kind of make the rook stuck. At 6 seconds at this point. I see. I'm scrolling up in chat. I see a lot of people using their emotes to try and make me aware. Also, thanks earlier to BCV subbing for 29 months. Yeah, bishop c6 was just a bad move. a5 would be nice. To then threaten bishop c6. But then it's tricky because the h-pawn's fast, but my king probably catches it. So h5 here, here. Have to play king f8. I get some counterplay. Wow, so this is the top line. I lose f6, my king goes here, it's safe. The rook is still trapped. And black is winning. Okay, now I'm in the right scene. I haven't dropped any frames. Okay, let's focus. Control the center. Try and manage my time too. I'm thinking b4. That way the bishop can maybe drop back to b3. Did I just have this move? This is a really interesting resource. Just get the bishop pair. Or force king d8. Kind of like beginner chess. You hope they don't see the fork. It's not really a fork, but I'm threatening to win the pawn. Only way for black to defend it is maybe not to defend it. Wow. Honestly forgot about that. I have this move. Okay, this is getting crazy. I'm sacking this pawn and sacking this pawn. But in the end, I have d3 to win a piece. Opponent defends, which I also forgot about. I could take my game plan. And just g4. Okay, crazy game. I'm defending the pawn. I want to do tactics against this thing. And this doesn't look so appealing. Takes. Like there's b5, but then I have a4. It really doesn't look appealing. What else to do? Takes. Am I losing a piece there? b5, a4. Take. I think it's okay. So the line is b5, a4, rook b6, and I take, rook a1. So I'm not casting queenside. Yeah, both of our queens have a hard time entering the game. Probably threatening this now. If bishop c5, my knight comes in with tempo. d6, but then d4. This actually looks really good. The bishop is trapped. Oh, there's this move. Ah. I have queen f3 though. Defending. Still threatening to take. b4. I take and hit the rook. So tactical. Okay. Opponent resigns. That was only 14 moves. I just won a miniature. That might be my quickest ever win in Freestyle Friday. Aggression paid off. Okay, so we have a 6-minute break after round 4. Let me bring this game into chess. So yeah, if you're just joining, we're 4 rounds into Freestyle Friday. It's the new weekly event on chess.com. And I'm preferring to analyze the games on chess because we can see the opening stats. At least there's the database of chess games. And I actually see that Naroditsky played this position once. We can see how Naroditsky played. We can also see probably on chess.com how the top players are playing it. e4 first move. I want to see where the novelty was in this game. I play e4, second most popular. b3 is slightly more, which also makes sense. Engine likes g4, wow. It's actually crazy. One of the top moves is h4. Maybe to activate the queen and target c7. I'll leave the engine on. Engine does not like this position already after 2 moves. So b4 is almost a novelty. Knight b5 is a novelty. Never been played before. Oh, so this line was apparently not good for me. If knight takes c2, I was calculating king d1. Okay, I missed knight a3. The bishop supports the knight. Also, thank you, Liz Ivanov Chess. I appreciate the raid. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, if you're just joining, I'm in the midst of a tournament. It is Freestyle Friday, which can show the standings. We're 4 rounds in. I am 2 out of 4. Got some perfect scores, including Magnus and Hikaru and Faruja on top. We're going to have a break. Oh, is there a game still going this round? There's 1 game left this round. Rook and knight versus rook. This is Chess 960, also known as Freestyle Chess, also known as Fisher Random, also sometimes known as Chess 9LX. Different people call it different things. Okay. I'm going to run the engine analysis on this game as well. Oh, Levy's doing well. Yeah, tournament is very average so far. 2 out of 4. But I won this game in 14 moves. Eventually the position got very good. This is actually fine to go into. Okay, I'm going to take a break. Let me put it on the scene so I don't forget. And BRB. Getting some green tea. Check the time. Oh, okay. Starts in a few seconds. Emote only mode, here we go. I played this person last time, right? I think. Like I played them recently in something. Gonna be aggressive. The issue with G3 is it prevents a knight from developing. I have my own issues too. Not feeling comfortable here. Um, Oh no. Oh no, my queen. I'll play it out a little bit. Not my proudest game though. Oh, this is just really, really bad. The queen. The queen's coming in next. What's my opponent's blitz rating? This is very resignable. Opponent gives a rook though. Okay, defending. What do I have? I have 2 minor pieces. The bishop b4 is coming. Still really bad. I have to do some contortions. Okay. Yeah, what to do? I think I just kind of just self-destructed that game. Like b5, d6. Like already really bad. And then bishop c6 is just... I think I played blunder after blunder. My accuracy is probably like 50%. Let's see. 77, really? Opponent played nearly perfectly. I want to take away some lessons. Yeah, the problem, one of the problems for me was when I played this, and then when I took the knight, I had calculated this line from a distance, takes, and then c6, and then takes to defend. I just didn't calculate one more move ahead, and then by the time we got here, it's already too late. But it may have been already too late, like earlier too. What am I supposed to do? It's actually interesting. One of the top moves is c5. Sack the pawn and then play this. Wait, sack the rook. You can see the rook was hanging. I guess, yeah, black has the same idea. No, that's not human-like, though. Yeah, it's probably between g6 and knight g6. Is this a move like f6? No. Should I watch a game? Sure, a lot of games are still going. Let's see how the... Oh, okay. Caro won. Okay. Ooh, Oparin beats Denis Lazovic. These games are wrapping up. Wow, all these games are wrapping up. Oh, Min Lei is still playing. Wait, so what's my score? 2 out of 5. That's a rough tournament. I feel like I've had a lot of one-sided games too. Who's pushing for a win? Seems like black is for choice with the pawn already on c2. But anything can happen. I mean, Min probably wants to win. It's dangerous. Super dangerous. Bishop control c1. Wow. White's gonna win. That's crazy. Wait, this move? Yeah, White's holding on to the pawn too. Also, thank you, Chessburger TV. I appreciate the raid. Yeah, if you're just joining, it's Freestyle Friday. 11 rounds of Chess 960. A new weekly tournament for title players. Still possible to see best moves while viewing games. Yeah, I don't know why this is still here. Because it's removed for Title Tuesday. It's even removed for casual games. But I think someone just forgot to disable it for 960. Which it should really be disabled, especially like in prize tournaments. But I'm not sure if like maybe it's disabled for other people. I'm not sure if it has something to do with like the Proctor browser I'm using. I should probably report it. It might just be an oversight. Anyway, moving on. Okay. Open my bishops. Going for the space grab. Hmm. That's a weird move. Okay. Gonna meet the weirdness with even more weirdness. I have the bishop pair. Probably look to castle queenside. Am I pawn hanging for? Maybe not. Okay. I was attacking this. I might actually castle kingside. King would be safe on g1. This move probably wasn't necessary. A risky move. The idea is if takes, I think I have d4. Bishop h3. Also have discoveries too. d4, knight g4. I have this move. Not sure about this. Okay. And these games take work. That was not simple. My conversion there was not great, but I got the job done. The opening looked nice.
Go Eric.
Thank you, Trevi. I didn't even consider taking the pawn. I think I assumed the pawn was defended, but it's not. I guess it's a gambit. 96, h4. I really wanted to punish this move somehow. The e3, d4, but I didn't want to block my bishop. This is interesting. Engine saying d4, provoke black to take the free pawn, and then castle. And then probably go for e4. I feel like there's a lot of lines like this where the engine will spot these sacrifices, which they make sense once you see them, but it's hard to figure out during a game. Okay, moving on. This pawn's undefended. If white attacks it, I think I just gambit. Attack this. And there is like smother mate potential too, like coming in. Oh, this feels wrong. But maybe the knight can come here. Can get some interesting setup. And push all the pawns. Maybe could have considered taking first. Probably don't want to do that. f4, bishop f6, e5, I take. Kind of risky. I think it's okay though. Oh, no, it's not okay. Opponent misses e5. I think I have to play e5 myself. Could close down. The bishop should probably be here. There's a potential tactic if I get this set up. Let's go for this. Oh! Oh, actually, no, it's fine. The reason I thought I was already attacking the knight. Could play f6. Start with this. Knight's attacked and threatening this. Knight c1 is almost forced. Really? It's looking pretty good now. I'm dreaming of the castle fork, but still kind of far away from that. I can take the bishop. Wait, can I castle kingside? I can. Oh, but queen b5. Oh, it's tricky. Queen b5 and I can't castle. Let's force the trade. Oh no. Wait, the queen's pinned though. There's no queen c4. I'm completely stuck. Not meant to be. What to do? Ah, that was rough. I burned a lot of time in this moment trying to figure out if I can take the bishop. I don't think I can. This queen b5. I was calculating this. Oh, there's 92. Pawn fought back. That's crazy. Like, I'm up a rook, but I'm completely stuck. What a messy game. I don't think I've ever had any chances. Even though it got kind of close. I can't take the rook here. Oh, I did. I had my chance to fork. But then it's just losing, yeah. Check the opening. The opening was a little bit nonsense, at least from me. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, tough tournament. This is round 8. Try and get to an even score. Some smother mate potential. I want to go for d4. There's e5. Just interesting. The pawn will be supported by the bishop. Take. Maybe c4. As I unleash the queen, I don't obstruct this bishop too. I'm hitting h7. Be funny if black castles here. I think black just overlooked, although take. Take h7, take. Probably okay to go into. Get the bishop pair. And black wins back the pawn. I think. It doesn't take on f3. Okay, now this should be pretty good. Pawn's defended multiple times from both corners. Wait. I could castle queenside. And king is probably just safer here, though. And d4. Yeah, if the king moves to unpin the knight, then the knight still has really no squares. Thank you, Burnt Peaches, with the prime sub. And d4 should be fine. Play the endgame. Up a pawn, have the bishop pair. Interesting. I'll go for bishop h4. Letting it slip. There we go. Oh. Man, misplayed it. Still looking good though. And that's what I needed. It's still tricky. I'm winning? Might be winning. Okay. The bishop ending torture. I feel like we both got tortured there. Somehow I won that. How to win a chess game. Get a completely winning position, throw it all away, and then swindle in the ending. What was the swindle though? I had a similar game at the World Rapid in Blitz. It was a World Rapid last round. I was playing a GM. It was a very similar type of bishop ending. It was over 100 moves. And it looked like dead drawn, but somehow I won. Thank you, Mickelger. Thank you, Tyler
Let's
Durden.
go E4, let's go.
Also, I see Photo Chess in chat. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so here, Bishop d6 is a losing move. Importance of king pawn endings. Honestly, like when I went into this, I wasn't entirely sure if it's actually winning. Because black can waste a tempo, but I can also waste a tempo. So regardless of what happens, I'm going to get the opposition. Because if black grabs the opposition, then, okay, I could start with this, this, and then this. Black's and Zugzwang. What happened in the game was this.
Let's go.
I thought a5 was important, but apparently this is also winning. I guess I win the pawn race. I play a5. And this is winning because eventually I'll win this pawn and this pawn. My black is in perpetual Zugzwang. King will get here. And then the king will get here. Maybe I don't win this pawn immediately. Oh, actually, this ending is not so simple. Yeah, I maybe could have still had to prove myself. Oh, thank you, Photo Chess, with the Prime sub. Late night wife alert as well. Yeah, this is actually a very famous position. I used to, back when I was coaching, I used to give my students this position. It's white to move and win. And the problem is, like, if you move here, black will move here. If you move here, black will move here, and you can't push because then you're stalemating or losing the pawn. So the only way to win this is to triangulate. And the key is to move, I guess either here or here are both winning. And play this move. And black can't move to the square because then we go in and we're guaranteed to go in and win the pawn. So black has to wait like this. And then we play this move. And this is a triangle. If king goes back, again, we go here, we go in, and then we go here. And then we had this position earlier, but it was white's move. Now it's black's move. Again, if here, then we go in, and if here, then we're having the right timing to promote the pawn. And then the one last trick is if king a7, make sure you have auto queen turned off. Chess.com auto queen is still enabled in the analysis board. So you hold down control? No, you hold down option? Yeah, and promote to a rook. Or just move your king. This is probably more efficient. And then queen and then mate. So it goes to show like how tricky endgames can be. Like my opponent could have still tested me deep into this ending. Way too dank. Yeah, some endings, they don't look like so dank, but then you analyze them and you realize they're way too dank. So I'm 4 out of 8. I can still beat my score from last week. I win the rest of my games. 3 more rounds to go. Magnus is leading. Magnus won last week as well. What a long ending. When I see RH, I think Robert Hess. But this is a different human. Okay. Here we go. Interesting. Control the center. Bishop aligned with a queen. I want the castle king side. That's probably a good move. Look at this. Pinning the pawn. Looks kind of risky though. Question is how to develop this knight. Maybe here and here actually. Yeah, this is a potential outpost. Check my opponent's blitz rating. 27. It's symmetrical actually. Take. Take here. So confusing. This move. And castle queenside potentially. The D file opens. That's a good move. I have the same move. Very confusing position. I don't know what I'm threatening. H4, maybe I play H5. Also, I have 3 on tap. I have a lot of defenders. Black was maybe having an idea, or white was maybe having ideas of f7, queen f6. Go for this. Oh no. I messed up big time. I'm just losing everything. Oh. Wow, this is really bad. I'm down 2 minor pieces. Oh, what to do, what to do. Sacrifice everything and hope for stalemates. I'm getting mated actually. Okay. GG. Am I just losing after f7? I probably am. Unless, no, I don't have the same idea. Yeah, it's just losing. Good find. Yeah, maybe I could have found this move to better resist. That is so tricky. My d7 was a big mistake. Engine likes castling. Getting the king slightly safer. I don't understand this move. f4 takes and then knight e6, sacking 2 pawns, and then knight c6. Wow. And these 2 moves are prevented by the knights. And I guess the bishop's coming in, the knight's getting an outpost. What if b5? Oh, b5 we just take probably. Wow. Was one... Oh, move 1, castling queenside. Yeah, castling queenside would be possible on move 1. Engine doesn't like it though. Doesn't really develop anything. And it commits the king kind of early. There's a benefit to like not castling too early because then you stay flexible. When you castle as early as move 1, then you're not going to castle for the rest of the game. And the opponent knows kind of how to set up based on where your king is. But there are cases where like castling, you might kind of determine that your king wants to be on one side. And there's sometimes value in connecting the rooks to better support the center pawns. So knight e6 top move. That's such a weird move. Like in chess, it's at least in normal chess, it's usually very wrong to put a knight in front of a center pawn. I miss my London. I miss my Stafford Gambit. Grand Prix attacks. Queen's Gambit declined. Maybe after this I'll play some normal chess. I am currently at my peak Blitz rating on chess.com. Maybe I'll try and keep peaking. Although this tournament is like, I feel like it's destroying my confidence. If you're just tuning in, I'm 4 out of 9. 5 point, oh no, 4 points. 4 points behind Magnus, who just lost his first game. There's 1 game left this round. Dayak. King pawn ending. Wow. White breakthrough. Probably not. Who's playing for a win? White's up a pawn? White can't win this. Or black can't win this. Probably neither side can win this. Okay. But there was a trick, like if king g4... Oh, he can play d5. Okay. Here we go. Play g3. Open the bishop. We try and attack this pawn. I'm preparing to castle kingside. Black is really solid though. Maybe some c4 idea. unleashing my bishop. King is tied down to defending e7, so castling, I think, would lose a pawn. Is black sacking or blundering? Take it. Wow. Mm. Okay, so up a pawn. Black has a little bit more activity. E4 actually makes sense. Up 2 pawns now. Hmm. Still have a pawn. This is winning. Better be winning. Go. Wait. Okay, good. just wanted to make sure that Black's not queening with check, but I was pretty sure about that. Okay. I won a game. It took work. 5 points. One more round to go. Uno mas. Yeah, the queen trade definitely helped me there. Conversion was not smooth though. I wanted to play h5, but I'm scared of rook g8. Wait, what? Oh, I have bishop d3. And if f5, looks like I'm pinned, but en passant, creating the pin again. Some lines are hard to see. Trying to understand this. Takes. Okay, this is winning. Okay. A few more games this round. Oh, okay. Next round starting in a moment. A final game. E7 is a potential weak pawn. Only defended by the king. Guess there is knight g6 though. It's weird, like in normal chess the bishops don't go to b4 so early. I'm trying to understand like the bishop on this square. It might drop back to a3. Go attack the knight. Oh. Well, there goes my bishop. Oh no. Completely oblivious to that. This is really bad now. My pawns are falling. I treat it as a gambit. Queen g5. Like bishop d3. Okay, that's what I want. Back. We blunder similar tactics. The double attack with the queen. It's so much easier to blunder a 960 because you're just not used to these patterns from early on. It's so easy to let the guard down. I do lose that pawn. Do I care? Kind of. Hmm. Okay, got my rook aligned with the king. Being down a pawn is better than being down a minor piece. Off the card bishops. Hmm. Learning about these ideas. It's actually a cool move. There. Let's go for it. Because it will enable G3 to then exploit the file. Black's rooks are not connected yet, so G8's the target. And taking is maybe possible. F4. I don't think it's good for black though. This first takes in rook H8. Knight G7. Knight G7, Knight F8, rook H6. King E7, Knight H5. Predicting the whole game. Knight D7. It's still not easy. Rook H1. Go back. Hmm. was super tricky. I almost pre-moved bishop a2 as well. That was so tricky. Okay. And that is to win. Crazy game. Super topsy-turvy. Let's check our accuracies. 70% in the 70s. Yeah, I don't fully understand game review because it doesn't show the engine lines. It'll show like these arrows, but I think I'm better off just using this. I completely missed queen a4. But then the opponent blunders back. I'm still down a pawn. But then I was happy with this like knight f5 idea. Yeah. I'm better. But then at some point I kind of lost the edge again. But then it was under control. Okay, so I finished with 6 points. Magnus, wait. Bortnick, wow. Bortnick taking clear first. Congratulations, Magnus with 9. Magnus started 8 out of 8, I think. Yeah, tough tournament. 960 is just tough in general. Takes so much more energy. Yeah, congrats to Bortnick. I hope people enjoyed the chess, the freestyle chess. Maybe I'll stay around for a little bit longer. I think what I'll do, I'll try and hit a new peak blitz rating. Can we actually have one repertoire for each of the 960 starting positions? If you're willing to put in the time, I'm sure it's possible, but probably not the best use of time. But it's still interesting to like analyze these opening positions and try and figure out like how to actually come up with opening ideas from the different positions. Because there's a lot of things in normal chess that you just don't see. Like a lot of breaking principles with putting knights in front of center pawns and weird ways to get piece harmony or Gambit. So anyway, let me close out of this tournament and I'm going to hop in the blitz pool. So my current blitz rating is 2874. It's my peak rating. I just had a really good title Tuesday a few days ago. And I don't know how many games I'll play, but let's see how this goes. Okay. Normal chess. Oh, this feels weird, having just played so much 960. I have a Benoni. I think b5 was actually possible there. Can analyze later though. The knight should probably return to c4. Or not. Allow knight d3. Should be okay. Rook b1. Oh. Running this. If knight takes pawn. Takes. Bishop takes, I think I take on a no. Just rook d1. Super complicated. Take. Or is attacked. I take. I'll allow knight c3, but then I take. Still interesting. No! Oh no, my queen. Oh no, my peak rating too. What to do? That was a good game. Do I do one more? Should analyze. Very pleasant position. Knight c4 was not necessary though. But still it's fine. Engine likes knight e3. I should have been a bit more prophylactic. Can end on a loss. Okay. New game. Playing Blitzstream. Good luck. Also decently high rated. A6. I just play this. Looking at e5. Kind of risky. On E3, I think I just take on B5. Oh. Nice looking square. Risky move. The idea is to play queen f6 and then take back. And then probably take on b7. Wow. Nice move. Queen's getting trapped. GG. I can't end on 2 losses, can I? Okay, let's do one more game. If I win, I keep going. If I lose, I take a break. Or if I win, do I end? To end on a win. I was trying to set up the stalemate trap. Wasn't quite working though. He probably knows it too. Okay. Yeah, playing strong opponents at this rating level. Some weird traps here. Pretty sure this is playable. think I had this before, actually. Maybe against the same opponent. Just not playing well. I'll try this. Looks interesting. Beat down a rook. I have some pawns. That's a great move. What to do? Take. Burning way too much time. That makes sense. Take. Oh! Oh no. Okay, I resign. He's trying to attack with a pawn diamond. Almost salvaged it, but my time was really bad. How playable is this? Yeah, it is playable, but I think it's just harder to play for black. Oh, engine likes b5. I think it's only with like a4 does black play this.
Dearest Eric, I hope this sub finds you well.
The Uskapendams. Alright, let's do one more. I can't end on 3 losses. Oh no, my peak. Let's get back to 2850. Oh dear. Okay, final game regardless. How about? What's my rating range? My settings were set to play like higher rated players, so playing someone slightly lower, still strong though. This is all opening prep. I think it's close to equal. Haven't studied the position much beyond this. Starting knight a3, which is sometimes overlooked. Yeah, I've had this against multiple title players from like very similar openings and structures. b4 is hanging. It still takes work. Getting takes and bishop c4. Probably not necessary. Now I'm calculating queen c2, I take. There's knight d7. Could play g5. Looks weakening, but... And this was a massive threat. Now I can take. I think. Getting messy. Knight f5, king f8. Bishop b4 is probably coming. This move. It's a big mess. Up the exchange for a pawn. Oh no, my queen. Okay. Oh, very tricky game. Almost got counterplay. I held on. Yeah, all of this is prep. This is actually the opening that Magnus Carlsen played against me in our OTB game a few years ago. The Sinkfield Cup opening ceremony simul. And in that game I played Queen B8, which is playable, but the improvement is Rook to C8, which is essentially prophylaxis against B4. The B4 is still playable, but it's not as good for white. The C6 is defended, and I can get this maneuver in. I actually didn't realize the engine like really prefers black. Okay, maybe just slightly better. Was I ever in trouble? It got sketchy. I was close to taking, but I didn't see what happens after takes. GF6. I considered this, but it looks so risky. Allowing this, but I guess, yeah, white has nothing. Because the problem is, I mean, I want to go for this, but there's knight d7. Should I keep going? Feeling decent. I'll keep going.
26 months. Feels like forever XOXO.
Thank you, Honokix. Okay, playing this line. Okay, win in 9 moves against a 2800. Can't complain with that. It's a tricky line. A lot of, like, even strong players are not prepared for this. Hey, it's Bortnik Chess. Congratulations, winning Freestyle Friday. Shout out to Bortnik. Usually I say, I hope you had a good stream, but I know you had a good stream, I assume. If you're just joining, I'm trying to hit my peak Blitz rating, which I did have earlier. My peak is 2874. I just won in 9 moves. Opponent walked into a tricky opening trap. I think you Bortnik Chess. Let me make you a VIP. Yeah, the main line here is knight f5. Objectively, this is like slightly better for white. The main line gets kind of sharp. Queen b2, knight g7, king f8. I think knight d5. But if white doesn't know it, then it's like not easy to figure out this position. And then take, and then bishop d5, because the pawn takes are these same ideas. There's also a trap, like a bishop b3 here, there's knight takes e4. Which is also playable, but white should probably not allow this. Anyway, okay. 2 wins in a row. I had 3 losses in a row earlier. I was very close to rage quitting. I was studying this. There's a cool idea. does it go? Start with knight c4. Actually, I don't know what I'm doing. I wanted to do a cool idea, but it doesn't actually work. Yeah, like rook e3, knight c4. Wow. I take? Not sure. It looks interesting though. There's bishop d5, I take. It's super messy. Bishop d5 is not too scary. If takes, I mean, there's I have 3 take. I don't think black has enough compensation though. Bishop d6. Okay. Rook e3, bishop c5. Yeah, there's compensation to do. Again, living on the edge. Bishop d6, g3. And maybe f4. Oh, super risky. I have queen b6 in some line. And bishop d6, g3, queen f6, queen b6. Rook b8. Trying to figure out rook b8, knight d7, queen f3. I might just have f4. Looks very wrong. No, f4, bishop e5. Rook b8 might just be winning. Although, do I have this? Knight c6. If here I have this. And there's so much happening here. I have no idea. But it appears my opponent has no idea either. If I check.
Oh yes, my Rosen sub.
Wait, this is just winning actually. I take the rook. Oh, wow. I had knight f7 on move 25. Okay. Let's see. Knight f7. Wow. Yeah, that might actually be very strong. I didn't consider it. Because, yeah, I was scared of queen f3 ideas, but I'm threatening horse mate. And if takes, there's bishop c4. Yeah, it appears to work. Queen b6 was the second best move. Still better for white. And then, yeah, I found knight c6. I was calculating this line from a distance. You Killager, happy 22. I totally mixed up my plans in this opening. I had studied this maybe a few weeks ago, maybe like actually leading up to World Rapid Blitz. I was looking at these structures, and there was an idea I didn't execute in this game. I'm kind of regretting it, but the idea is to play Queen e2. It might depend, like maybe h3 first. Knight c2, queen c7. Eventually queen e2 and knight b4 is the idea, and then target a6. And white stops b5 expansions. Maybe there's knight d5 and it's not super clear. Anyway. Okay, climbing back up. That's 3 wins in a row. 28-67. Keep it going. I'm trying to throw the kitchen sink at my opponent. I take and play rook g3? I was back defending? Takes rook g3, there's no queen f6 because I take on d7. If takes first, I hit the bishop. There might be this move. I take... Bishop b5 is probably the best. Take. That's not winning. f3 I think will make some sense. Try and open the g file. Oh. My bishop trapped? Guess it is. I have to play bishop g5. Not looking good. Still some compensation. Takes knight h7, rook h3, rook h1. Take first. Not looking good. Ah. Ah. So close. I needed to take the last pawn. It's not enough. I really fought back. Got the pre-moves rolling. I like the position from the opening too. Maybe it's nothing special. What to do, what to do. Queen g4 is fine, rook h3 is fine. This is all fine. Rook g3 is not necessary. Yeah, I totally underestimated these e5 ideas. I had to sense the danger. So what's the difference? Like castle... I guess my bishop has room. e7. In h4. Interesting. Okay. Moving on. There we go. could lead to a lot of trades. Ideally, I get the half open C file if we trade on D4. F5. Actually, white's in a predicament because I have bishop takes. Let's start with this. Seems very close to winning, but might require patience. F4 now. I do concede the square, but queen is still tied down to C2. Maybe threatening this. Now, what does white do? He takes on D4 first. Still hitting C2. Plant the bishop on E3. A rookie one I take on C2. I was thinking F2, but yeah, the rook is actually trapped here. And yeah, there's no counterattack. Okay, that was a nice game. Engine likes grabbing more center. I was close to playing D4, but yeah, I feel like the center opening up actually favored black. Yeah, by the way, we do have the ACO command. For anyone that maybe hasn't seen me promote this yet, I will be attending the World Amateur Chess Championships in Greece. It's on the Greek island of Kos from May 6th through 15th. More information is linked in chat. But for anyone that wants a chess vacation, it looks like an amazing event. It's run by the World Amateur Chess Organization. XM ACO, yeah, not ECO. It's a different chess term. Okay, I'll keep going as long as I'm awake playing Blitzstream again. Had a good position earlier against Blitzstream. Going into the side. This is slightly better for white, but playable for black. Okay, somewhat simplified position. Pressure on the A file and the E file. Running a cheapo fork. Really more stuff. Fork squares are a bit weak. Either wrong decision, not sure though. The knight should be on D4. It's a weird standstill on the king side. I'll play rook A1. I think I'm threatening this and this. I guess there's rook CC8. But then rook A4. Still tricky. G4 doesn't work. Does it? No. Feels wrong, but let's do it. I lose. Oh no, do I lose a pawn? F4 coming maybe? Oh wait, both things are attacked. Okay.
Hi Eric.
It is coming. Okay, that took work. I'm 1 point away from my peak now. I gained back my rating, 2873. Thank you, Jack Tiggs. Thank you, Denkfall from earlier. Appreciate the prime subs. Oh, so even here, wasn't so much better. The black has to be very accurate. I was doing well on time. I wanted to check the game that we played earlier. You'd played A6. I played this. I took B5. Oh, so E5 right away. If takes, just take back. Okay. Okay. Going for the rating peak. Here we go. Oh, playing strong player. Who's this? Oh, I know who this is. Try and be solid here. I just blunder E5. Be very careful. I think I blundered E5. I wasn't very careful. I'm just losing. Take, there. Wait, do I have this? Wait, E5 take? No. Wait, now I can take with this. I might be hallucinating everything. We'll check after the game. Still probably not pleasant. A5 could be a headache-inducing move. Trying to avoid headaches. Okay, now it's actually close to equal. Mm. I blundered again. Oh no, I didn't. The reason I thought I allowed knight g5. I do want to go after the e-pawn. Oh, now maybe I blunder knight g5. Then we trade knight d7. I think it's okay. Good game. I was trying to set up a stalemate trick. It's so hard though. Maybe actually, is this a draw? No, but then white can under promote to something. Bishop or knight? It's actually kind of funny to analyze. Oh, there's knight d5 too. The second best move is to promote to knight. Yeah, I won the pawn, then I dropped it back. I should have played g6 earlier. Wow, white's like on the verge of winning here. Oh, because I'm not in time for g6. Wow, so it's still just equal. Yeah, the b pawn is not white's most important pawn. I wanted to win the e pawn, but that was kind of difficult. It was a solid game for the most part. But there was this moment, I thought I'd just blundered. Yeah, e5 just wins. I'm not sure what my opponent missed. Like takes. Because my bishop's attacked. Maybe, yeah, maybe bishop d8 was missed. Allowing me to put the bishop on the safer square. I keep going. One more. Have my chances that game. Oops. This line. I think the line is like a6 takes and then bishop e3 and then takes and then here and then here and then castle. Which we don't go into. This is new territory for me. Yeah, these positions get so sharp so quickly. I taking bishop e3. d2. Also knight d4. I don't want to draw, but a way to deviate. Bishop b4 is interesting, actually. But then I lose a bishop. So if I take... What about bishop a5? Bishop a5 is kind of cool. Bishop d7. e6. I'm gonna try it. I think mate in 1. Probably doesn't work, but I'm doing something. Knight d4. Yeah, this is all based on speculation. Knight a5 might be possible. Okay. What to do? I could have taken the repetition early. I played on, but probably repeating is best. Yeah, it's just repetition. So how do I avoid repetition? Oh wow, so this is winning after bishop e3. Oh, because if queen d6, I have e5. If this, I assume bishop d4. Then take. Somehow, I just didn't realize the opportunity. Okay. One more. Maybe multiple more, but we'll see. Play this line. That's the problem with this line. It's a draw. If white wants it. Most players don't take it. I think there's also queen b4, bishop d2, and then queen d6 is a move. I was aware of this repetition. So fun fact, this exact game, like what we just played, was featured in the Olympiad between Ding Liren playing white against Fabiano Caruana. And Ding took the draw. Fabiano also took the draw. Wait, I want to analyze this though. Okay, so if knight c3, it's playable for both sides. If bishop d2, queen d6. Okay, and the queen's a little bit weird. All right, let's do one more. Can't end on that. And the same opponent, that's fitting. No quick draws this time. Oh dear, are we going into that same London line I just played? So we're actually following the game between Lequang Liem and Sam Shankland. Taking is common. I think I just have this. And then take. All right, at least we're getting a game here. Materials equal, pawns are a bit damaged, but I do have the pass pawn. Good bishop. Yeah, I'm probably doing more than just one more. Like the playing chess 960 made me miss classical blitz like so much. Classical blitz sounds like an oxymoron. Get 95. Queen c3. Creating the battery, supporting the knight. Knight b5 coming. A5 is actually kind of weak. Some f3 in the air with e-file. f3, d4. Queen b2. I think it's okay. Actually, there's queen c5. Oh, that's annoying. What if I take? And then queen a3. It feels wrong, but going for it. I should win the bishop. And there's F5 takes. I'll have maybe knight d6. Looks good enough. So e3, rook b7, rook d7, queen b3, knight e6. Take, queen d5. Still not sure. Didn't see that move coming. I do have g4 here. Knight's attacked, so takes. So tricky. Threatening perpetual. Okay. That was helpful. I pre-moved this and then realized that if this, I should just mate, but... Okay, the fork saved the day. So a couple of opponents going into this like very sharp London line. Yeah, a couple of days ago I was reviewing this game between Laquan Liam and Sam Shankland. Because I played Sam in a different variation recently. But this is one of the most like critical lines in the London. And the main line is takes. Bishop d4, queen a5, and castling is a cool move to sack the knight. And then Sam Shankland in this position played a bad move, bishop h6. Walking into this, I think knight b6 was played. Position got very good for white. Oh, thank you, Ozone, for the kind words. Appreciate that. Welcome to everyone who is maybe just tuning in. It's been a long stream, over 3.5 hours. Still chasing my peak. I'm feeling good, so we'll keep it going. Are there tactics missed later? I did feel very close to winning. Queen b3 first. And rook e4. Okay. Ooh. Okay. e4. Playing a fellow streamer. Definitely have to be careful here. Grand Prix style attack. Yeah, it looks a little bit shaky. I'm just gonna hope that the tactics don't work for white. It looks really scary with potential sacks and a lot of arrows that I don't want to scare myself drawing. Rook b2, some counterplay. Maybe 95. H3 is coming. I have bishop c8. Not exactly the move I wanted to play. Everything's migrating towards the king side. I miss knight c4. Oh, knight c4 I take. Knight is actually kind of pinned too. Have to take. That's not pleasant. d5. Hmm. Took the final pawn, at least. Oh, what a crazy game. That was absolutely insane position. At some point, I think I was completely winning. Like after rook d2 and rook takes d4. Oh, there's a question why I didn't take the queen. Yeah, my opponent probably said, "Oh no, my queen." And this is mate. Very sneaky mate. Minor pieces. So I actually found the only move, e6, which, I mean, there's not too many moves because I have to not get mated. And then it's winning for black, but at 15 seconds to 42 seconds. That's hard to play precisely. I was thankful to get the rook trade in. Yeah, white should probably... I mean, my opponent was just trying to flag me, so... but then here, at least I can start multi-pre-moving. GG. Oh, Elliot Anderson in chat. Yeah, good game. Okay, there we go. Bishop F5. Queen B3. Solid position for both sides. Try and make some progress on the queen side. If I take... I could actually take it this way. Opponent has the same plan. Running this. Rook 8, I have bishop c7. I don't know if I have anything here. I have this, actually. I'm still not sure how great this is. Like, bishop d6 will come. I play a4. Oh, maybe if... Wait, what? That's a move. I have to take. Can I take and take? It didn't occur to me initially. Queen g5, I move back. That's scary though. Black apply more pressure. Lose the a pawn. I mean, I have rook a1, rook a6. f3. Maybe queen f2 coming. Take. Wait, everything. Take with king or queen? Be up a pawn. And this is maybe a move. I don't think it works though. Bishop d3. This is okay. Trying to provoke c3. And then I come around and take the pawn. It's interesting. And these games take work. A solid opening. I'm not sure if there's a better way to punish queen c8. But white does have a bit more space on the queen side. Engine likes taking first. Maybe some... Yeah, there are some tricky ideas with knight b5. They don't... Do they work here, here, here? 5 knight d6. Keep that in mind. Okay, moving on. Here we go again. We had the crazy draw last time. Same line, actually. Okay. What's the line here? It's c5. If I take, it doesn't work. If I take here, I have to take. It looks playable. Black has a bishop pair. If the bishop moves elsewhere, I'd have tactics. This d6 square would be nice for a knight. d4, queen c4. This is going to be torture. That was a mouse slip, but I'll take it. I literally mouse slipped, like pre-moves. I tried to cancel the pre-move. I wasn't quick enough. My opponent didn't realize, and then I won the rook. Wow. I'm sorry. I wasn't intending that, but that's the nature of chess, I guess. It's not even like a great trick to try in such a position. Because I pre-moved it.
Whoa, that
like,
was wild.
I guess pre-moving it actually... No. Because when I pre-move it, I don't give my opponent a chance to pre-move. Hey, I hit a new rating peak. 2877. What a way to do it, too. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, we entered this topical line, c5. I will say, like, for the majority of my London opening career, I've usually played e3. And still, sometimes I slip up and I play e3, and most often it doesn't make a difference. But I recently started to switch to knight f3, specifically because of this line, this symmetrical line, where if white plays e3 here, it's just a different variation. But white can delay e3 and play c4, and then queen b3, and apply immediate pressure. And we went into something... I only started learning, so I haven't really learned this super thoroughly. According to the engine, looks like what I did was fine. Until here, yeah, actually it briefly crossed my mind that g5 might be possible. And after taking, it's fine. So I should just take first. Which I didn't do, because bishop takes... Guess I'm not too afraid of this. 24. Could get messy still. D5. Rook C1, and there's some issue with C6. Yeah, this position should be roughly equal. Actually wondering about King H2. It allows a perpetual. New peak. Someone was saying earlier Levy's peak was 2875, so I think I passed that. 2877. I'm gonna stop. I need food. I need fresh air, some sunlight. Yeah, my goal is to get like a high enough rating so maybe Danya or Hikaru would be willing to play me. I need to get a high enough rating so like if Hikaru plays me, he can still farm me. Life goals. Thanks everyone for tuning in. And I'll be back in the future.